Hello student, today I am going to teach you social study class 5. This is your first chapter, the globe, a model of earth. Look at the question number 1. What is the distance between your school and home? Do you know what is the difference between your school and home? If you don't know, then ask your parents, they will tell you. And fill this blank. Now, question number 2. What is the time now? What is the time now? It is 1 p.m., 12 p.m., 11 p.m. or 4 a.m. Then complete it. Now, going through with your chapter. Earth. The Earth is a unique planet. It is a huge ball of about 12,750 kilometer across and 40,000 kilometer in circumference. The shape of the Earth is spherical and not a perfect sphere. It is flattened at the poles. In size, it ranked 5th and it is the 3rd nearest planet to the Sun. It is the only known planet where life is possible because of the presence of water, moderate temperature and moderately dense atmosphere containing gases useful in supporting life. When seen from the space, it appears blue because of presence of water. It is therefore also known as blue planet. The Earth is also called blue planet, and you already know that the Earth is a unique planet because here life is possible. Here life is possible because the presence of water, moderate temperature. Moderate temperature means average temperature, and atmosphere containing gases useful in supporting life. And it's a huge ball about 12,750 kilometers and across 40,000 kilometers in circumference. And circumference means would be the arc length of circle. And Earth is spherical, not a perfect sphere. It is flattened at the poles. Now see next para. In the ancient time, people believed that the earth was flat. They thought that they would fall if they moved a long way in the same direction. But Copernicus and Ferdinand Magellan proved that the earth is round, not flat in shape. The photographs taken from the spaceships have confirmed this. The surface of the earth is not the same everywhere. Its surface is divided into land and water. About 29% of the earth's surface is land and the rest 71 is covered with water. The large water bodies are called oceans while the large land masses are called continents. In the past, people believed that the earth was flat with edges. They were even scared to travel very far off in fear of falling off from the edge. But Ferdinand Magellan and Copernicus, a sailor, took up a challenge to sail across the earth. After years of sailing, his ship returned to the same place from where it had started, since proving that the earth was not flat but round. And the pictures taken from the spaceships have confirmed this, that the earth is spherical, not flattened. And its surface is divided into land and water, and only 29% of surface is land on earth, and 71% are covered with water bodies. Water bodies are called oceans and land masses are called continents. There are 5 oceans. These are the 5 oceans name: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Arctic Ocean, Southern and Antarctic Ocean. These are the 5 oceans, and learn these oceans name also. Now see here, continents of the world. There are 7 continents. These are Asia, Africa, Australia. Now turn your page. In Australia, Antarctica, Europe, North America, South America. These are the 7 continents. These continents are further divided into countries. These continents are also divided into countries, and India is situated in Asia continent. Now see the globe in your book. The globe is a model of Earth. Since the Earth is round, this helps us to see the shape, size and position of countries and oceans better than a flat map. We can see in globe we can see the exact position of any country and ocean. Okay, at any given time we can see only one side of globe. The ocean are represented by blue color. Green color represent the continents and the brown color represent the land on the earth. We can make the earth spin around and round because the earth itself spin round and round. Because we are used to earth motion, it has been spinning around since it first formed. Now see here, this is globe, this is the model of earth. Our earth is look like this globe. Okay, and the blue color represent ocean or water bodies, and green color represent continents, and brown color shows the land masses on earth. And earth spin round and round. Because the earth spin itself round and round, we are used to earth motion. It has been spinning around since it first formed. Earth spin or rotate on its axis. These are the axis point. Okay? These are axis. Upper part of the earth is North Pole and the lower part of the earth is South Pole, and these pointed areas are poles, axes. It is the metal piece or the pole that run through the globe from top to bottom, and there are some imaginary lines. It is the line around the earth. These imaginary lines, look at here, there are some lines drawn on a globe. It is the line around the earth rotate or spin. The globe is tilted to one side. See, it is tilted one side. Because earth itself is tilted, the tilt is what gives the season of spring, summers, fall and winter. When the North Pole is turned toward the sun, every location on earth has a global address. Because the address is in numbers, people can communicate about location no matter what language they might speak. A global address is given as 2 numbers called coordinates. The 2 numbers are a location latitude number and its longitude number. As you have learned in earlier classes, the best way to give the exact location of any place is to use a grid map made up of 2 sets of reference line. One vertical and the other is horizontal. The correct location of a place is given by the value of the lines that cross each other at that point. While giving the location of a place, first give the value of the horizontal line and then the vertical line. For example, in the grid given in next pages. Now let us talk about latitude. While lines of latitude run across a map east to west, the point of latitude make the north south position of a point of earth. Line of latitude start at 0 degree at the equator and at 90 degree at the north and south poles. Everything on the north of the equator is known as northern hemisphere and everything on the south of the equator is known as southern hemisphere. Now look at on your globe. Now look at the globe. Lines of the latitude are imaginary line. These lines are called latitude lines that run across the surface of the globe from west to east. Each of these lines is numbered. These lines are numbered. This line is equator. The longest line of the latitude is one of the run across the middle of the globe. This is middle of the globe. This is called equator. This is 0 degree latitude, and the word equator means a line along which the length of the day and night is equal. Above the equator, this part of the earth is called northern hemisphere and the lowest part of the earth is called southern hemisphere. Lines of the latitude are called parallels and in total there are 180 degrees of latitude. The distance between each degree of latitude is about 69 miles, 110 kilometers. The 5 major parallel lines of the latitude from north to south are called Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, and the Antarctic Circle on a map, where the orientation of a map is either due north or due south. Latitude appear as horizontal lines. Now see in this picture, these are the important lines of latitude. Here is equator, which is 0 degree, and upper part of the earth is northern hemisphere, 15 degree north, 23rd half degree north, 30 degree north. Here is the Capricorn of Cancer, 23rd half degree north. Now see here, Arctic Circle, 66 half degree north, and here is the North Pole. And look at the below of the equator, 15 degree south and 23rd degree degree south. Here is Tropic of Capricorn. Now 30 degrees south, 45 degrees south, and here is the important line Arctic Circle, 66 half degree south. And this is South Pole. Equator. The equator divides the earth into the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Mark the location of 0 degree latitude. The equator marks the location on earth that are equidistant from the north and the south pole. The equator crosses 78.7% water and 21.3% land and is about 24,901 miles, 40,075 kilometer long. Now Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer. The Tropic of Cancer marked the location where the sun reached the zenith at this latitude. The exact latitude is not a fixed pointed, and the latest measurement of 2014 is 23rd degree 26, 14.675. The summer solstice, which occur on either June 20 or 21 of each year, mark the day on which the sun shines vertically over this parallel. Now look at on your book, the Tropic of Cancer, Capricorn. Now we will discuss about Tropic of Capricorn. Moving every year, the Tropic of Capricorn is parallel line of latitude that is currently located at 23rd degree 26th 14.440. The winter solstice, which occur on either December 21 or 22 of each year, mark the day on which the sun shines vertically over this line. This is the number currently located Tropic of Capricorn. The winter solstice, which occur the December 21 or 22nd of each year. On this day, the sun shines vertically over these lines, these countries which is situated on these lines. Arctic and Antarctic circles. The Arctic and Antarctic circles are the parallel of latitude that are roughly 66.5 degree 66 degree 3344 or 66.5622. The region above the Arctic Circle, which includes the North Pole, is known as the Arctic. The region south of the Arctic Circle, which is include the South Pole, is known as Antarctic Circle. This line is called Arctic Circle and this is Antarctic Circle. Arctic Circle is situated near the North Pole and the Antarctic Circle is near the South Pole. Prime meridian, the line of longitude where the degree is 0 is known as prime meridian. Here where the degree is 0 in equator, here is the prime meridian. Passing through the Royal Observatory, Greenwich, England, it is also known as Greenwich Meridian and divides the earth into equal halves known as Eastern Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere. These are the imaginary line, longitude, which divide earth into two halves. These halves are called Eastern Hemisphere. This part of the earth is Eastern Hemisphere and this part of the earth is Western Hemisphere. And the center part is called prime meridian, which is situated in Greenwich in England. Longitude is a measurement of location east to or west of the prime meridian at Greenwich. The specially designated imaginary north-south line that passes through both geographic pole and Greenwich, London. Measured also in degree, minute and second. Longitude is the amount of hour created by drawing first a line from Earth's center to the intersection of the equator and the prime meridian, and then another line from the earth's center to any point elsewhere on the equator. Longitude is measured 180 degree both east and west of the prime meridian as aids to locate longitudinal position on a globe or map. Meridian are plotted and drawn from pole to pole where they meet. The distance per degree of longitude at the equator is about 111.32 kilometers, 69.18 miles, and at the poles the imaginary line that run north to south direction on the globe are called lines of longitude or meridian. The word meridian means midday or noon. A meridian is a line joining places which have noon at the same time. As the earth is a sphere, it can be divided into 360 degree. Each degree is represented by a line of longitude or meridian that join the two poles. These are the lines drawn on globe. These are imaginary line. This is longitude. The prime meridian or 0 degree is most important meridian. It passes through Greenwich in London and therefore also known as Greenwich meridian. Grid of latitude and longitude. The combination of meridian of longitude and parallels of latitude establishes a framework or grid by mean of which exact position can be determined in reference to prime meridian and the equator. A point described as 40 degree of arc north of the equator of 30 degree of arc west of the Greenwich meridian. Now we know that on the globe there is a network of latitude and longitudes. This network is known as globe grid. These are the network of latitude and longitude, which is called grid. The latitude and the longitude meet each other at right angle. Look at here, this is right angle 90 degree. The grid is important as it helps us in the locating various places on the globe. If we know the parallels and the longitudes of a place, then we can easily find a place. International date line. The 180 degree meridian has been designated as the international date line by the International Meridian Conference held in Washington DC in 1884. If everyone crosses the international date line, he has to adjust time. If it is crossed from west to east, a day is added. It means that if it is Sunday on the America side, which is the west, it will be Monday on the Asiatic side, which is in the east. Similarly, if we cross it from east to west, we can drop a day. It is therefore necessary to make correction of dates while crossing the international date time. International date time, if we are going to another country, you are going to another country, we will adjust to our time also. If we are going to west to east of the other country, it means if it is Sunday on here, and if we are going east to west part of the country, Asiatic part of the country, here is on Monday. Similarly, if we are cross it from east to west, we drop a day if it is there necessary to make correction of date while crossing the international date line. Now look at the board. Here is important lines of latitude. North Pole, Tropic of Cancer, 23rd degree half north. Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, 23rd degree half south. Arctic Circle, 66 half degree south, and South Pole. Okay, these are important lines which is drawn on earth, drawn on globe. You have to draw these picture on your notebook when you have write the answer. In this chapter you have paste political world map and write down the continent name and oceans name and these lines: Tropic of Cancer, Equator, and Tropic of Capricorn. In your notebook you have to write question number B, C, and the question answers of the chapter F. Question number F and E. B, C, E, F in your notebook. You have to do these questions in your notebook, and in your book you have to tick mark the question, tick mark the correct option, and match the column. And fill this exercise also. And bye and take care.